Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Agent Psycho, and this is going to be a follow-up video to the previous comparison video of comparing the best episode number. Oh, I don't really go by episode number, but anyways, the previous comparison video was between the KNT-308 and the S58 musket, and if you guys haven't checked that out, then I highly recommend you guys check it out. But the reason for this follow-up video is to address another problem. Well, it's not really a problem, but to address another concern that some of you might have, and that's the comparison between the KNT-308 and the JNG-90. As of Black Friday sales last week, I'm recording this video a week later after the Black Friday sales. Combat Arms has released two new NX standard weapons, one of which is a new sniper rifle called the JNG-90, and it is very, very similar to the KNT-308 and the S58 musket in that its scope is also the same red dot, the tiny red dot scope that is seen on rifles like the KNT-308, the S58 musket, and the E57 musket. So, at least one person has mentioned this concern, I guess, or this comparison request on the previous comparison video. So I decided to follow up immediately with this one compared to KNT-308 with the JNG-90. So without further ado, let's get started. Because I've already covered the KNT-308, and assuming that you guys are coming here from the KNT-308 and S58 musket comparison video, I will skip over the stat charts for the KNT-308. If you guys are interested in checking it out, then just simply go on Combat Arms Wiki and type in KNT-308. It should lead you directly to the article on the KNT-308, and you can see the stats there. But I will go over the JNG-90 because obviously I haven't covered that. So let's go down the stats of the JNG-90. The damage on the JNG-90 is 100, so this is a perfect one-shot kill bolt-action sniper rifle, just like the S58 musket and the KNT-308. The S58 musket technically isn't bolt-action; it's semi-auto, but you guys get the point. The portability on the JNG-90 is a 43. So compared to the KNT-308, it is technically faster than the KNT-308, and I must say this is actually a very, very high portability stat for a sniper rifle. In my Road to Mastery series, I'm pretty sure I'm going to release this comparison video before the Road to Mastery series for the JNG-90 comes out later this week. But in my Road to Mastery series, I will comment on multiple times on the fact that the JNG-90 is it feels like a very light sniper rifle, and it really is. And its portability stat does show for that. It has a portability of 43. I'm repeating that just in case you guys didn't hear the first time. And it's really, really light. It's a very light sniper rifle. I mean, you feel like, oh, it's only a 3-point difference in portability. How much better can it be? What you need to realize is that sniper rifles are by default very heavy weapons, and obviously you can't really run around with them very fast. So any amount of portability increase that sniper rifles get is very, very noticeable. And I mean, sniper rifles like the MSR and the M6A3 DMR are just crazy. Those things are freaking portable, and they're like assault rifle status. But the JNG-90 isn't exactly MSR status, but it's still very, very fast and to run around with. So its portability is a huge plus. Rate of fire is at 11 compared to the KNT-308's 11, so the rates of fire are pretty much the same on both sniper rifles there, so nothing to worry about there. The JNG-90 also enjoys an accuracy buff over the KNT-308 at 93, whereas the KNT-308 has an accuracy rating of 92. It's not really too significant because both sniper rifles have about the same accuracy, and they both have the same scope for crying out loud, so the accuracy doesn't really matter too much there, but it is nice to know that the JNG-90 does have a higher accuracy rating than the KNT, even though it's only by 1 point. The recoil is at a 66, whereas the KNT-308 has a recoil of 66. While they are both bolt-action sniper rifles, and obviously bolt-action sniper rifles don't really need to care about the recoil too much, I do believe that the JNG-90's kickback while aiming down at sights is a little bit higher than the KNT-308. So if you're the type of person who likes to camp with sniper rifles because you don't feel comfortable quickscoping with it or using it at close range, then that may be a factor for you to consider. Because if you're camping with a sniper rifle, then most likely you're not going to be quick switching, because why the hell would you quick switch with a sniper rifle at long range? But it may pose a problem for you, so just bear that in mind. But it's not a huge difference at all. So to be honest, I don't feel that worrying about the recoil is really worth your time. But if you feel that you're inclined to worry about such a thing, then by all means take that into consideration. Perhaps what is the most useful and one of the biggest pros that the JNG-90 offers over not only just the KNT-308 but also over any other sniper rifle or almost any other sniper rifle is the fact that it has a huge ammo capacity. At 10 rounds per magazine with 20 rounds reserve, this has the same amount of ammo capacity as a TRG SE. You can't argue with that. You just can't. You can't. For a bolt-action one-shot sniper rifle, it's very hard to argue with the 10-round sniper rifle. You just can't. That's one of the reasons why I love the FRF2 and TRG SE, because their magazine sizes are, for God's sake, huge. Like, I'm sure most of you guys are very much so used to using like 5-round sniper rifles, and they're good and all, but sometimes, you know, if you miss a lot, if you're prone to missing a lot like I am, then, you know, maybe 5 rounds just doesn't cut it for you, and maybe sometimes, even if you put an extended mag on it, which effectively doubles your rounds if you have 5 rounds per mag, maybe if you put an extended mag 2 on it, then, you know, you don't want to deal with that long-ass reload time, so sniper rifles like the JNG-90 and the FRF2 and the TRG-SC offer you like a huge ammo count without having the excruciatingly long reload speed, like, you know, for example, the LA6A1 has if you attach an extended mag 2 on it. So there you go. That's probably the biggest advantage that the JNG-90 has over not only just the KNT but also over most other sniper rifles. Overall, to me, this comparison really isn't. It's a very, very clear-cut winner, and there's no doubt about it. JNG-90 is a lot better than the KNT-308, and for those of you guys who have bought the KNT-308, I'm sorry, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say you kind of did waste your money, because I honestly can't see what the difference, what the JNG-90, you know, where its shortcomings are compared to the KNT-308. The KNT-308 really doesn't have anything to, you know, compare with the JNG-90. It just falls far from the JNG-90 in terms of overall performance and the amount of pros that it has compared to each other. The JNG-90, just think about it, it's superior in almost every single way, or not almost every single way, but into where it differs in stats, the JNG-90 is superior. Everything's better about it. It's got better portability, better accuracy. Well, not really everything, but it does have less recoil, or it does have worse recoil. But recoil, like I mentioned before, it doesn't matter. Both are bolt-action sniper rifles. Recoil doesn't matter because by the time you chamber it in the next round, your sniper rifle will be ready to go and it's going to recenter itself again. So recoil really doesn't. You don't need to give a shit about it, to be honest. So recoil, we can just throw it out the window. And besides, they're only different by 1 point. So what are you complaining about? Other than that, the JNG-90 has a 10-round magazine to boot, so this is pretty much like the FRF2 and the TRG-XC. You know, they all share a huge 10-round mag with 20 rounds reserve ammo stock. And to be honest, I'm gonna repeat this again because I just can't emphasize this enough. KNT-308 has nothing to show for its own good when you compare it to the JNG-90. JNG-90 is better in almost all aspects. So, really, you should get the JNG-90 if you believe that the KNT-308 is good, but you haven't bought it yet. Like, if you're considering buying it, like, oh, should I buy this or should I buy the JNG-90? Go with the JNG-90. It's to me, to me anyway, there's really no question about it, both in terms of sheer statistics and in terms of its performance as well. The JNG-90 is just better on all aspects. One thing to note that I found kind of interesting is that both the KNT-308 and the JNG-90 are very, very good at no-scoping. So if you are very prone to no-scoping, which I really don't condone at all, both sniper rifles are very good, but even in no-scoping department, the JNG-90 would beat out the KNT-308 just because of the fact that it has double the amount of freaking ammo it has per mag. So why bother? Like, why are you hesitating? Go buy the JNG-90 right now. No, but seriously, it is better. In terms of statistics and overall performance, I feel like the JNG-90 is a much better sniper rifle than the KNT-308. And if you did buy the KNT-308, and you know you're looking at the JNG-90 and you're kicking yourself over the head, thinking, oh, why did I buy this? And when the sniper rifle like the JNG-90 was gonna come out, like right afterwards. Yeah, this time I'm gonna have to say that you kind of did miss out. So it's unfortunate, but the JNG-90 is a fantastic addition to the Common Arms arsenal, the sniper arsenal. So if you still haven't spent your NX and you were saving it to see, oh, which one should I buy, then by all means get the JNG-90 because the scopes are the same. Stats are better overall, and it's got double the amount of ammo per mag. So what are you? Where's the hesitation in that? So, anyways, guys, thank you guys for very much watching. This is a much shorter comparison video than usual, obviously, because really there is no comparison video. I could have just talked about this in a normal commentary, but I decided to put it under the comparison playlist because I'm still comparing weapons. So yeah, that should wrap up the comparison video between the KNT-308 and the JNG-90. Clear-cut winner in this case, and easy for me anyway. It makes this video a lot shorter than it might be. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. ゆっくりしてってね。